Welcome to MCCT, Microcrawler Capability Test. That's where we test and compare the driving performance and capability of micro trucks and microcrawlers from 1 to 18th to 1 to 24th scale. Trucks in stock condition as well as highly modified and upgraded ones. The trucks have to pass through 10 different tests. We'll get either points for their results or their performance will be graded, and the final scores will reveal the most capable microcrawlers. We check their climbing ability, descent performance, their tilt angle, their performance in overcoming easy and difficult obstacles, and their low speed modulation and low speed driving performance. Check the description for details of tests, scores, and mode of grading. Now let's start and present this episode's test trucks. In Microcrawler Capability Tests, episode 25, we will test an unlicensed Jeep 6x6, the RocHobby Cheyenne. The Cheyenne has a wheelbase of 232 mm, 167 plus 65, and a weight of 645 grams. It runs on Terra Set 56 by 19.2 mm tires and with an 2S LiPo with 380 mAh. It has a 0.50 sized brushed motor. And now let's check how the Cheyenne can climb on a rough surface. 45 degrees, not really a problem. 50 degrees, still not a big problem. And 53 degrees on a rough surface, the Cheyenne still manages to climb this. And 54 degrees. Will it also be able to do 54 degrees? The center axle seems not to help here. It tries hard, but the tires are not sticky enough. So finally, it couldn't climb 54 degrees. And 53 degrees as a result in test number 1, climb on a rough surface. That's 8 points for this. And out of 42 trucks tested so far, this is a 12th place, a shared 12th place for the RocHobby Cheyenne 6x6 in test number 1. Test number 2, climb on a smooth surface, 45 degree, not a big problem for the Cheyenne. 49 degree, this truck lacks power, but it still can do it. And 50 degrees on a smooth surface, it's struggling, it's doing hard, and it's weak. It would need a stronger motor for sure. And 51 degrees, that's Cheyenne 6x6. It's really struggling. And this truck is weak. Large body, 3 axles, heavy, couldn't do 51 degrees, so 50 degrees and 5 points on test number 2, climb on a smooth surface. That's quite a strange phenomenon. Same in the Atlas 6x6. While most trucks show very similar results on smooth and on rough surface, the 6x6 tested were much better on the rough surface and could not climb as steep on a smooth surface. Nobody knows the reason for this. 6x6 better on rough surface and poorer results on smooth surface. And this is for the Cheyenne 6x6, a shared 24th place under 42 trucks tested so far. 50 degrees, same result here as the Atlas 6x6. Test number 3, descent. Go down, stop, and up in reverse again. 45 degrees, no problem for the Cheyenne. 50 degrees, not either. But 54 degrees, it's already struggling, but still can do it. And 55 degrees, struggling hard, but still can climb 55 degrees. And 56 degrees, That's finally too much. So test 3, descent 55 degrees and 5 points for the RocHobby Cheyenne 6x6. And that's a very good shared third place in test number 3 under 42 trucks tested so far. Test number 4, tilt angle to the left 38.75 degrees and 5 to the right 39.25 degrees. So results for test number 4 and 5 for the Cheyenne 6x6: to the left 38.75 degrees and 3.38 points for this, and to the right 39.25 degrees and 3.63 points for this. And that's place 30 out of 42 trucks tested so far in test number 4 and 5, the tilt angles. And test number 6, the flat side of the hill of branches. No problem for the Cheyenne 6x6 and 2 out of 2 points in test number 6. And test number 7, one of the most difficult tests of MCCT, the steep side of the hill of branches. And the Cheyenne 6x6 is struggling hard, and it seems to lack power punch to climb this obstacle. It's struggling hard, and 6 wheels seem not to be helpful here. It would need more speed or punch to be able to climb this step. Unfortunately, it failed, so 0 points for the Cheyenne 6x6 in test number 7, the steep side of the hill of branches. And test number 8, the flat side of the hill of pebblestones. No problem at all for the Cheyenne 6x6, and 2 out of 2 points in test number 8. And test number 9, the steep side of the hill of pebblestones. Super difficult test. And here the 6x6 shines. Unbelievable performance. Wow, absolutely awesome, nearly perfect. 9 out of 10 points for the RocHobby Cheyenne 6x6 in test number 9, the steep side of the hill of branches. Wow. And the last test of MCCT, test number 10, low speed performance and modulation. The RocHobby Cheyenne 6x6 is quite noisy, what we do not judge. And low speed modulation it's okay. It's not super good, but also not super bad. It doesn't have a lot of punch. It doesn't need a lot of throttle input, as you can see here, but what this truck lacks is power. The motor, the 050 motor, is obviously not strong enough for 3 axles and such a heavy truck. Check this out. It's okay, it can go slow, it can go fast. Not super good, not super bad. So 1.5 out of 5 points for the Cheyenne 6x6 in test number 10. And we come to the final score of MCCT, episode 25, the RocHobby Cheyenne 6x6. Here again, the 10 tests and the points gained. Check test number 9, the steep side of the hill of stones. 9 points, really awesome. Also quite good in test number 1. And it did not pass only one test. Test number 7, the steep side of the hill of branches. This gives a total of 39.51 points, and out of 42 trucks tested so far, this is place 19 with one test failed. The Atlas 6x6 in stock is place 18, but does have quite a bit more points. It is significantly lighter. So that's it for MCCT episode 25, but watch out for the next episode of MCCT. There are still a lot of trucks to be tested. MCCT will be back.